out of the car.
Yo, Star, you okay?
Go back where he told you. Khalil, I'm not playing. Go back where... What did you do?
Hi, I'm Giselle, and I will be arguing that police body cameras are necessary. Shown in this video clip, the police officer who shot the young male was sentenced to prison for 2 years, when the appropriate sentence for manslaughter is a minimum of 4 years. This whole incident could have been captured if a body camera was involved. People, especially colored individuals, have been shot by police officers when they have not done anything wrong. Police officers, typically white people, are often not given the punishment they deserve.
Well, hi, I'm Simran and I believe that police body cameras should be banned. Would you want to be constantly recorded on camera when you're just walking across the street to your local coffee shop? Because I sure wouldn't. Often people become nervous or afraid when they're on camera, and when they're being recorded, it causes them to behave differently and do strange things, whether it's police body cameras or a simple film project. People are judged based on their behavior depending on their background, and these recordings will show an inaccurate interpretation of the actual event.
My first point is that the use of body cameras brings more safety to the public and to the police. In a study done in a police department in Rialto, California, the data showed the drastic difference of the use of force and the complaints to the police from 2009 to 2013. The numbers decreased over the course of these years, showing that implementing body cameras helps with the behavior of those interacting with the cameras. Shown in this chart. Body cameras causes the public and the police's behavior to be more watchful and careful since they know they are being recorded. It affects the way the public and the police react to certain situations. A study done from University of Cambridge says that the complaints towards the police dropped 93% from a 4 when body cameras were not being utilized.
However, police body cameras can be unsafe for the public because they're an invasion of privacy. According to the New York Times, Chief Strockman said, "Our view is that we don't want to be part of violating people's privacy for commercial or voyeuristic reasons. Everyone's worst day is now going to be put up on YouTube for eternity." This police chief is stating that he doesn't approve the use of police body cameras because it is often uploaded onto YouTube for everyone to see. Whether or not the victim is just doing anything wrong or not, the camera footage is out there and it displays who they are and what actions they are doing, which could possibly just be a daily activity. People can use this information on the victims against them, and this can endanger them.
I see what you're saying about how you think police body cameras are an invasion of privacy, but body cameras are being implemented in order to ensure safety and prevent more incidents from happening between the police and the public. It can also decrease the amount of attacks against the police since there are being cameras used.
Another point of mine is that cameras can capture inaccurate representations in their videos of the actual situation, which can result in biased views. According to Times, in 1991, a witness recorded a beating of Rodney King by police officers in LA, and the video was presented in a high-profile court case that gripped the nation. King was an African American, and the officers were white. Despite the video evidence of the actual situation, which appeared to be police brutality, the police officers were acquitted. This evidence shows that even recorded evidence doesn't hold everyone accountable for their actions. Because the police officers were white and King was African American, the officers didn't get the punishment they deserved. In addition, the police officers were in high position of society, so that played a role in them getting acquitted. The justice system is and has always been biased to certain people groups and the roles that they play in situations.
Body cameras give direct and visual evidence. In an article called Police Brutality, Body Cameras Help Citizens and Police, it explains an incident that happened in Balk Springs, Texas, of when a police officer shot a 15-year-old while he was driving away in his car. This scene was captured on a police body camera, and the footage was used to determine the punishment of the police officer. After examining the footage, they came to the conclusion that the officer was guilty as charged, and they fired him from his job, which is what he deserved. Visual evidence provides very accurate representations of what happened. It builds trust between the police officer and the public. In a video posted on YouTube by a channel called Police Activity, it shows a police officer interacting with a dangerous man on the interstate.
Here, let's walk up to my cruiser real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you place your hands on the back of my cruiser. I'm going to pat you down for officer safety. I'm going to pat you down for
Give me now! Give me! now!
7 King 11, shots fired! Start mid squad, I shot one, he has a knife! Just stop! No! Get on the ground! Just get down! Sir, please just get down! Sir, please! Drop the knife! No, sir! Let us help you!
The officer finds out the man just committed a crime and tries to arrest him, but the man pulls out a knife and threatens the officer, causing the officer to shoot him in self-defense. This is an incident where having a body camera is important because it shows his stance and reasoning on why he shot the man. If the body camera was not turned on or not present on the officer, there could have been different assumptions of what had happened, leading to different results.
Video recorded footage may capture the actual event. However, different people interpret recordings differently. There have been many cases where recorded footage of police brutality or innocent victims have been presented in cases, but the footage hasn't always been used for justice. People can use their personal beliefs and views of certain people to develop their conclusions of whose fault it is. If the recorded footage isn't being used correctly, then what's the point of recording people in the first place?
Overall, many incidents that occur between the police and the public could be resolved if police body cameras are involved. It will build more trust between the police and the public, creating more civility in our communities.
Well, although police body cameras have been proven to be beneficial, there are several reasons and incidents that presented the negatives of police body cameras as well. This shows how police body cameras are unsafe and have presented unjust evidence.
So who do you think won this debate? Because I think I did.
Why don't you decide? Comment down below, like, comment, subscribe.
Bye!